Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my everyday kind of fall makeup routine. The very first thing I'll do, which I've already done, is apply a moisturizer. This is just the Cetaphil Moisturizing Lotion. This is for all skin types. Recently, I've been like extremely dry, a lot drier than what I would normally be, because I have combination skin, but right now in the fall time, it is like starting to get a lot drier than combination. And then in the winter time, it's going to be like outrageously dry. Like I'm already peeling on my nose and everything like that. So it's going to get a lot worse in the winter. So I make sure I always put a moisturizer on. I've recently kind of not, I really liked this in the summer, and I liked the way it like made my skin feel because it didn't feel like greasy or anything. And just recently it's started to make my skin feel kind of greasy and gross. So if you guys have like a moisturizer recommendation that you really like, please leave it down in the comments because I'm on the search for one. Okay, so that's the first thing that I will do. And then the next thing I will do is apply the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. This is what the primer I use like every single day. And I just apply it all over my face. This is going to be kind of like a talk through video, like makeup tutorial, because I haven't done one of those in a while. And then the next thing I'll do, which hopefully she doesn't see me doing this, is I'll just put on like some type of lip balm. The next thing I'll do is apply my foundation. This is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless in the color 128 Warm Nude. This is kind of pale. This is a little bit, like a tiny bit darker than my skin. But honestly, I don't even think they make something light enough for my skin because my skin's so weird. They do have a little bit lighter ones, but my skin tends to be a little bit more yellow based, and so anything with like pink tones in it does not look good on my skin. It kind of like clashes with like any type of redness I have, and so I have to get like kind of like a yellow based foundation. And so then like the paler ones that I noticed, or at least the ones that they have at my drugstore, tend to have kind of like a lot of like pinkiness to them. So I had to kind of go with this one, which this matches pretty well once it's like rubbed in and everything. Like it matches pretty well. My neck is a lot paler than the rest of my body, like even my face. My neck is way paler than my face. I don't know why, but it is. And it's always been like that. My neck just doesn't tan correctly, and like when it does tan, it still doesn't tan as much as the rest of my face. So that's something I have to deal with. Okay, so yeah, I use the 128 Warm Nude. And then to like kind of blend that into the skin, because I just apply it with my finger and like weird dots, like I have like the chicken pox or something that's like an odd color. I will just go in with this e.l.f. blending brush, which in a couple weeks I will have a review on some e.l.f. brushes. I know I keep saying that, but I promise I will. And so I will just take this and I'll just kind of pat it in the skin. I know you're supposed to start from like the inside of the face and then work your way out, but I don't know. I just like to start on this side, like in this area. I'm like kind of breaking out right now. I don't know why. I woke up and like my face was like all broken out, and I don't know why. I haven't like used any new products or anything, so I'm not sure why my skin is breaking out today, but it is. So it's pretty close to my like actual skin tone. For some reason on camera this side looks a little bit darker, but it's not, I promise. It looks natural in the mirror. It's probably just my weird lighting. And next I'm going to do my concealer, and so this is just to cover up like any blemishes I have. So I use the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer in the color Light. This matches my skin tone pretty well, and so I can get away with using this as like to match my skin tone, like the concealer for like my blemishes and stuff. So I just do that. And then I put this on my veins right here because I have like my skin is so pale that I have like all these veins. I really hope she doesn't start barking, because that is so annoying whenever she starts barking in like the middle of a video, and I feel so bad because like no one can hear what I'm saying and she's just a mess. Can you see her back there? She's just, I don't know what she's doing. I don't even think she knows what she's doing. And then I'll take a damp beauty sponge. I'm already at 8 minutes. Jesus. Sorry if this video is super long, everybody. I'm sorry. Then so I just pat that into the skin. So I just pat that all over. This huge blemish up here. Hide that sucker. Okay. There we go. And then for my under eye concealer, I kind of mix two. So first I go in with the CoverGirl Clean Invisible Concealer in the color Fair. And I just make kind of a line. I know you're supposed to make a triangle, but that's not how I do it. So I'm sorry if like I offend somebody in the way I apply it, but it doesn't look right on my skin if I do that. So I know I'm not applying it correctly, but this is what looks right. And then so I take this Superstay, I take this Maybelline Better Skin concealer in the color Light, and I just apply that to like my inner corners, and then right here like on the outer eye, kind of where that, like, I don't know, that place gets really dark right there for me, so I kind of have to apply something onto it. There she is, there's the violet up there. Anyway, and so I just take my beauty sponge and I literally just like pat this in so that the colors are kind of mixing together, but you can't really. And so this right here is going to be like the lightest part of like my under eye concealer, but it works. And then I also like to kind of go like this and like tap it in with my ring finger, because I'm 20 years old and I already have wrinkles underneath my eyes. I get like creases. Anyway, moving on. So then I take this unique Moonstruck Minerals concealer in the color Fresh, and this is what I use to set my makeup. This is a concealer, so it is going to give a little bit more It is going to give a little bit more coverage than, like, say, just a translucent powder, but this works. So to do my under eye concealer, I use the Pointed Foundation Brush by Real Techniques, and then to apply it on the rest of my face, I just use this e.l.f. powder brush, and I do set my whole entire face. I might not do that whenever like it's in the winter because I will be so dry, but as of right now, throughout the day, I do set my like whole entire face, just because if I don't, my foundation tends to not look as good if I don't. So if I know I'm going to be wearing it for a long time, I most definitely do the whole entire face. But it's really going to have to depend on what my skin looks like in the winter if I'm going to go crazy. But in the fall time right now, I can get away with setting my whole entire. This Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer in Park Avenue Princess. I just got this in a subscription box, and when I first got it, I didn't like it at all because I got it in the summer and it didn't really match my skin tone very well. But with my pale skin like this, I love it. It looks so good, and I don't know if I will actually repurchase this for myself just because it's expensive, and I don't know. To contour, I'm just using this e.l.f. contour brush, which I really like because it does give it that really sculpted look. And then so with the leftover product, I just kind of take it up above my temples like this. And then I'll put some more on, and I will take it underneath right here. And then so I just take this, I think this is also the contour brush by Real Techniques, and I just kind of blend it out a little bit so it's not like super harsh. Like that. And then I take the e.l.f. Blush brush. Then I would take this CoverGirl blush in the color Soft Mink, and it just looks like this. And this is like my everyday blush in like the fall time. Actually, I wear this blush year round. And then I kind of go like this, like smile a little bit. And I put it on like the apples of my cheeks. And I kind of blend it into my contour. And then sometimes I apply a little bit more to the apples of my cheeks, like that. And then for my highlight, I use this e.l.f. stipple brush, and I will go in with the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Pink Diamonds, and this is what I use like every single day. It's so pretty, and I think it's like $3. And so I just kind of put this right here, like above my cheekbones. And I kind of go a little bit overboard. I did 2 swipes. And I kind of stipple it on my cheeks. And this just gives such a pretty color. Like, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Like when the light hits it, it's just like bam. And it's so pretty. And then I take it down on my nose. I like to pay some extra attention to the tip right there. Then I do with my Cupid's bow. I'll double do that too. And then I take it down right here. Kind of staple it on there. Again, Cupid's bow a little bit more. And right there a little bit more. And then I kind of do this area just a little tiny bit. And then for eyebrows, I will pull my mirror up just a little bit closer. And first I brush through them. And I don't know if you can tell, but my eyebrows have a lot of sparse areas. And so I kind of have to go in and just kind of fill that crap in. Because for some reason, my eyebrows don't grow completely. Some areas grow, and then some areas are just like, nuh-uh. We're not really in the mood for this, so I'm not going to. Especially on the ends right here. Oh my gosh, I lose some eyebrows. So I just kind of fill her in. Natural shape like that. And this just makes it a little bit darker. I'm using the e.l.f. Instant Brow Pencil, I believe is what it's called. And this is in taupe. So I do drag them down just a little bit. Make them a little bit longer because I lose so much hair right there. I don't know what I'm going to do. Just kind of fall out. Your brows should be sisters, not twins. Mine, most days, look like cousins. So yeah, they're all over the place sometimes. So then I will take this e.l.f. Shadow Lac Eyelid Primer, and I will put it on my eyelids. Take this Echo Tools blending brush, the blending brush side right here, and then I will take this Naked Smoky palette, and I'll go in with the color Whiskey, which is just this matte brown color. And then I do have hooded eyes, so I have to bring it above my crease to kind of fake a crease. So I take it above my crease, and I also do it actually in my crease too. And this is just the matte brown shade. Because I have hooded eyes for like an everyday wear, I like to go with matte, like matte colors, because some days my eyes are like a lot more hooded than others, and then some days my eyes are barely hooded and I can get away with wearing a lot of glitter. Because if you wear glitter, it makes your eyes look more hooded than what they actually are. And so, it kind of accentuates the hood. And so, for like every day, I just kind of go ahead and go with like the matte like look, because I know that it's going to look good no matter how hooded my eyes look that day. I think it has a lot to do with like the way you sleep. Like, I think if like your head isn't as elevated as it should be, then your eyes can be hooded if you are sleeping on your stomach, which I try not to, but you know, sometimes it happens. And then, so after I've kind of like after I kind of like dabbed it on there with that blending brush, I take a clean blending brush and I just blend her out. So I blended out like that, and that's pretty blended enough. They both match up. And then, so I will take just a, like a dome shadow brush, and I will go in with the color Combust, which is another matte shade. And I will put that like kind of all over the lid up to where, we put that other shade, like right to where we put Whiskey. Like that. And then I'll go in with this e.l.f. blending brush. This is just a clean blending brush, and so I'll kind of blend those colors together because sometimes they can look a little crazy. So I just kind of blend them together like so. And then I will go in with this, what's it called? This detailer brush from Real Techniques. Can't get it open. And then I'll go in with the color 13, which is another kind of like a matte. It's kind of like a, it's similar, like kind of like an off-white color. And I will just put that in like my inner corner. Like that. To kind of brighten up that inner corner. Then also I'm going to go in with my fingers, kind of blend it out a little bit more. Because this color seems to kind of like break up in the pan. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. But it's like pretty broken up in the pan like that. And it gets like that. That's like one of the shades that gets like that I've noticed. Okay, and then so moving on. I will go in with this Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. And this is just in the color black. I'm going to move my mirror so you may be able to see it. And then what I'll do is, I'm going to actually move it like this so I can look correctly. What I'm going to do is just kind of, I'll explain it as I do it. I just kind of start from the middle of the eye. Like so, like that. And then I'm going to create a wing, which I usually mess up on this eye and I end up not liking it, so I go back and fix it. But first I do this eye, just so that so again, start from the like middle. And then just kind of create like a wing right here. And then like connect it. Like that. So that one actually doesn't look too bad. I will make this one a little bit thicker. Sometimes I just completely mess up on this eye and I have to like literally go back in and just completely redo it. And if I do that, which I do have to fix a little bit of air, like a little area, I will go in with the e.l.f. Makeup Remover pen. This thing, I love this thing. I literally mess up on my wing probably 9 times out of 10. And so I like to just go back in and like totally refix it. And so I just have like a little spot. And I just go in. And it comes right off. You can't even tell. And then so I'll just go in with like my eyeshadow brush. And I'll just kind of fill that in. So that there's still some shadow there. Okay, and then this is where I'm going to like let this part dry, like the eyeliner dry. So I'm going to go back in with the Naked Smoky palette, and I'm going to take that color Whiskey, the color that we put like in our crease. And then I'm just going to take this little Ulta eyeshadow brush, like this. And I'm going to take that Whiskey color, and I just like to put it on my lower lash line. I don't take it all the way in. I take it to about the middle of the eye, about like where we started our liner on the top. That is about where I will take it to. And you want to make sure that it kind of blends in, like it's not just like a blunt start. You want it to kind of like blend a little bit. And then sometimes, I don't do this all the time, but I am going to do it today. I go in with Black Market, which is this kind of black color. It's not completely matte, but it looks pretty close to matte. And then I'll just put it kind of like in this corner where, like, right here by like where our wing is, just to like darken up that area just a little bit, like that. Don't do this all the time, but sometimes I will, and today I chose to. So then I'll do that, and then I will just let my eyeliner dry because it takes like 700 years. So now I went ahead and curled my lashes. I'm going to go in with this this Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. This is in the waterproof kind. And how I apply, I'm going to move this right here. How I apply my mascara is really like just so simple. I literally just like kind of blink. Like drag it up and kind of blink when I'm doing it. Focus on like the tips so that it like helps with the length. And then I go ahead and dip my wand back in the tube, and I will go and do a second coat. And again, I just kind of blink over the wand. And then I will put my wand back in the tube, and I will just do the bottom lashes. Just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera just so that this video isn't super. Okay, so now that I have applied mascara to both top and bottom lashes, I will make sure that it is dry. So I'll just use my finger and go across it, and nothing comes off on my finger. So then I'll take my eyelash curler again and curl my top lashes again. Which I'm sure you guys know this because I talk about this in like every single tutorial I do. Just because I'm all about them lashes, like for reals. So I do it once, make sure it kind of is separated and looks the way I want it to, and then I'll go back in and do it. And I kind of like pulsate, is that the word I'm looking for? That sounds so dirty. Kind of like pulsate on the like clamp down on the thing, like this, like that. So then I do it one more time. So I do it 3 times in total after that they have dried. So that they are all nice and curled like that. And then I will go ahead and do the other eye, make sure that it's completely dry. And then I'll go in. Pulsate once and like do it once. Come out. Do it one more time. Pulsate. I hope I'm not like using that word incorrectly and it's like means something totally different, because that'd be so weird. And then I do it one more time, make sure everything looks how I want it to. And so then that is what my lashes look like. And then I will, for my lips, where to put up, I will go in with this Rimmel Moisture Renew Universal Transparent Lip Liner, which is literally just a transparent lip liner, and let me tell you, this thing is bomb. And I just line my lips. Line my lips. This makes my lipstick like not, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what, but you guys know what I mean. And then I don't wear the same like lipstick every single day. I switched to Touch of Spice by Maybelline as well. This is what I'm going to be wearing today, and it's just that color, and it's so beautiful, and it's perfect for fall. So then, the reason why we put that lip balm on before is just so that like the lips are like nice and moisturized, because this is a matte lipstick, and so it kind of accentuates any dryness that you have on your lips. And that is really it. And I don't think I mentioned this like at all in the video, but I did dye my hair, if you couldn't tell. It is like a dark brown. I did do this completely by myself. I just used box color. So if you guys want to know how I do it, just how I did it, do it, whatever. Just leave it down in the comments and I will be glad to do a video on it, kind of explaining how I did it. I do have a video up, kind of an update of what's happening in my life and everything, up on my vlog channel, and so if you guys would like to watch that, I will link that down below. And this is just my everyday kind of, let me move this, my everyday kind of makeup routine, so for fall. This is kind of specific for fall, because you know, you have to change it up, you can't do the same thing over and over. So yeah, this is just what it looks like. My hair, it's doing some crazy stuff. And I'm actually like a huge fan. This is by complete accident that it's this color. So if you watch the update, you'll know that. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. And if you would like to see more makeup tutorials, or if you would really like to see anything, just leave it down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys would like to see, because I would love to do anything you guys request. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.